So my name's James Carter. I'm the club secretary at Linthwaite Football Club. And I also run our pad disability sessions. You may have had the worst week at work. Friday comes, you do the session, and you forget about the week because you've had such a good time. You see the children and adults, just buzzing, making friends. So we have Paul, who's one of our players, and he's now coming to coaching. He's up at Combe High School, the venue that we operate out of every day. If people are playing five-a-side and somebody drops out, he's there. So everybody in the local area knows him from playing five-a-side, and because we're at the venue quite a lot, we bumped into each other, got talking because he's a really approachable guy. And he told me the story about that he used to play pad disability football for Huddersfield Town in his early to mid 20s, and it just stopped. And now he's in his mid 30s, and I was like, it struck a chord.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm one of the coaches for Linthwaite Pan Disability. Thanks to James for guiding me in the right direction and on staying on the right path for football and teaching young adults to get into football. As myself, as a disability person, I can experience from where they're coming from and what they're doing and what their challenges are, and he's an inspiration to me.
Paul's spoken a lot about football and what he does, but Paul was actually the driver to why this started. I attended a introduction to disability seminar, and that kind of answered all the questions and gave us reassurance of what we needed to do. And then just setting it up, Tom and the team came to our very first session that was set up, so they held our hand along the way to make it doable. This has made me, I knew in the first instance, but made me appreciate more that it is much more than football, and we have literally just changed our ethos as a club to it's much more than football, and that is the main thing that we've delivered right from the very beginning. With 3 to 4 people attending 2-hour sessions that were held at the time. Unfortunately we started the sessions in November, probably not the right time to start, but we wanted to start somewhere, and it's grown and grown and grown and grown, and that is the theme all around it. We've got some players that come and just want to let off steam and run around, which is fantastic, but football's the overarching piece that brings them here. But what they don't understand is, they're actually breaking barriers. We've had children that were too scared to enter the field of play on the first session. Now they're making friends, they know the teammates, and it's that special part for once a week that has kind of re-emphasised to us now why we've changed the way we look from a club's point of view and focus more on everything around football, not just football itself. On our very first session, Joshua, one of our players in the Comet sessions, turned up, and his mum and his dad Emma and James were really worried because he wants to be a goalkeeper, and they was really worried about his flexibility and diving. And in that first week, you could hear them on the sidelines gasping when he was diving and doing the saves, and that was November. Okay, not 2 years ago, but let's say pretty much so. He's now playing mainstream football, and his mum and his dad are now part of our coaching staff within the club, and next season he will be playing in a mainstream under-11s team.
Obviously playing football at home, he got stuck into it, but different playing against other kids. So yeah, just when you first see him getting stuck in, it's hard to imagine how far he can go, how long before he has another flare-up. There's all the different things that spring to mind, but after a few weeks, confidence-wise, my confidence, not so much yours, just let him get stuck in and just see the enjoyment on his face.
I'm more relaxed about it now.
My name's Tom Dent. I'm a football development officer with the lead for disability football at West Riding County FA. Recreational disability football sessions like we've seen at Linthwaite have been really successful and fundamental to the club in providing opportunities for the whole community. So whether you are male, female, have a disability, there are options to play football within that club. I think if a club is new to disability football, there is a bit of a fear factor, a fear of the unknown, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what it looks like. I think the biggest sort of piece of advice from myself, or from James will tell you as well, just go for it, get involved, access the support and resources available from us at the County FA, the FA nationally. We've got ambassadors, we've got coach mentors, there's programmes with kit and equipment to support the delivery of this. So yeah, get involved and give it a go.